of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yo juro fidelidad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos.
You may now be seated. I'm sure that over the last 4 years at NextGen, you have heard many times about our third pillar, responsibility. However, I'm not sure that you've heard how much transformative power taking responsibility can bring to you. Do you remember the first time you were given an important responsibility and you were able to rise to the occasion? I certainly do. I remember my first job and being given the responsibility of driving the forklift. It was a big step up from stacking lumber. I did not have one accident, and I didn't damage any product. Well, maybe just a little product, but not a lot of product. The feeling of accomplishment, pride, self-confidence, that's the part I remember. Responsibility will do that for you. It is the point where you take control of some aspect of your life, and then the outcome of that becomes yours. Chase those feelings. You will run into many people on your journey who are desperate to find the path that will make them happy. Unfortunately, happiness is an elusive state of mind. As you probably already know, it is very difficult to identify what will make you happy and how to make it more than just a fleeting emotion. Taking responsibility, on the other hand, will give you predictable results. You will feel that sense of accomplishment and pride. Your belief in yourself will grow. The range of what you believe is possible in your life will expand. In short, it's a better investment. Take a moment and think of someone in your life that you truly admire. In my case, I think of my grandfather. I bet I know something about the person that you have in mind. I bet they push themselves. I bet they strive to achieve some sort of goal. I bet they provided a model for others to follow. I promise you that person took responsibility for themselves and others. When you walk through that door, a new chapter will begin. Don't miss it. It is an incredible opportunity to make changes. Start by examining each area of your life and take personal responsibility for as much of it as you possibly can. Remember, from here forward, there is very little that will happen to you that you did not have a hand in. Never complain about or blame others for the obstacles that are before you. It signals that you are waiting for someone else to solve these problems. And what is worse, it will make you miserable. Your job, your boss, your significant other, your friends, the city you live in, all of these things you control. Take responsibility for them. Manage them, develop a plan, make the necessary changes, get it done. When you take responsibility, the door of reflection opens. Reflection is the only way to learn from your experiences and become the person you want to be. It enables you to become the protagonist of your own story. I want that for you. I have no idea what will make you happy, and I doubt at this point you do either. But by taking responsibility for every aspect of your life, you will give yourself a much better chance of figuring it out. Good luck. We will miss you.
The next-gen valedictorian for the class of 2019 is Alana Tobias. Alana Tobias is the daughter of Matthew and Carolyn Tobias. Alana will attend the University of New Mexico next fall. In addition to her school accomplishments, Alana just graduated from the pre-professional dance program at the Cachette Dance Studio. In fact, we took a senior field trip last fall to see her dance the role of Alice in Alice in Wonderland. Alana feels like her greatest accomplishment over the last 4 years is coming into her own, learning to be herself. The next-gen salutatorian for the class of 2019 is Jeffrey Macono. Jeffrey Macono is the son of Jeffrey Macono and Ellen Shepard. Jeffrey recently developed a Discord bot that people can use for remote communication. It is currently being used by over 100,000 people worldwide. Not surprisingly, Jeffrey will attend New Mexico Tech in the fall. Jeffrey cited finishing high school and setting himself up for success as his greatest accomplishment over the last 4 years. It's not easy to earn an academic ranking this high. We know this is true because it's not easy to go to high school at all. High school life is hard. With just the social stuff alone, high school students learn to drive, to date, and to work. It's actually not fair how much we give them to master in only 4 years. Then on top of all the rest of it, there are academics. That part of high school is hard too. In fact, it might be harder than any other school they're going to go to next. Dr. Richard Lavoie, one of the great educational minds of our era, once remarked that high school is the last time you have to be good at everything. We make them take all the subjects, even the ones they don't really like. To go through all that then, and still earn grades like theirs is an amazing feat. It impresses us so much, we're going to give them a title and ask them to make a speech. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Macono's title is salutatorian, and it's his turn to give a speech now. Please welcome Jeffrey.
Thank you, Dr. A. In his TED Talk entitled The Agony of Trying to Unsubscribe, James Veitch said, and I quote, "Anything, everything, even something as mundane as getting out of the car can be fun if you find the right game." And he is without a doubt completely correct. Going to school by itself isn't anywhere near the list of my top of activities, but going to school and having fun simultaneously sounds like something I'm willing to do a little more frequently. Now, ordinarily, I'd give my challenge to the audience near the end of my speech, but I feel like it's a little more fitting here at the beginning. I challenge the class of 2019 and everyone listening to this speech to find a way to spice up the monotony of everyday life. For those of you that need inspiration or wish to expand upon the ideas you just thought of in the time it took me to say that last sentence, here are the top games the class of 2019 has played during the course of our 4 years. In freshman year, clapping at everything was huge. Someone, Trenton, would fall off their chair, and rather than doing the normal human thing of making sure they're okay, a storm of applause would start. This didn't just happen in the classrooms, though. It continued into the common area during lunch. Frequently, a single kid would be able to start clapping, and within seconds, the entire lunchroom would be clapping with them. Nobody knew what they were clapping for, but it was a splash of entertainment randomly inserted throughout the day. This clapping wasn't the only random entertainment throughout the day. One kid would just yell enthusiasm. Enthusiasm! Thank you, Fletcher. As we continued our journey through Next Gen, we became more sophisticated, and the games we played reflected that transformation. At one point, every single whiteboard marker-friendly surface had a red stick figure drawn on it. When there were no more clean surfaces to write on, people started writing on Post-it notes and sticking them to the walls, the ceiling, chairs, you name it. One time, I opened up my computer and found a stick figure on a sticky note. In this case, all we needed to keep ourselves entertained was something as simple as drawing a stick figure. I think that's something we can all do. In junior year, we crossed that threshold of being more comfortable messing with teachers, and so a lot of our games began to include them. The most notorious, of course, was the circle game, where you have to try and get someone to look at one of these while it's below your waist. If they do, you get to punch them in the arm and wipe it off. I have a lot of fond memories of punching teachers in the arm after they looked at my hand, and a few of getting punched by teachers, most notably Miss Davis, for looking at their hand. Hiding technology and having it make noise was another fantastic game. One time, Eben took his iPhone and hid it under some papers on Mr. Potter's desk while Mr. Potter was out of the room. When Mr. Potter returned and started working on some grading, Eben used his Apple Watch's Find My iPhone feature to make the phone make noise while it was on Mr. Potter's desk. It took Mr. Potter a few minutes to find the phone, but he laughed about it once he found it. Another time, a few of us Calc kids took a small Bluetooth speaker and hid it in a tissue box. And then we had it play music at a very low level throughout the entirety of class. It took Ms. Hack a good 15 minutes to find it, and when she first heard it, she thought it might have been coming from outside. She even went as far as opening the window and sticking her head out in an attempt to find the source of the sound. Now, I've been told our senior prank was one of the best at Next Gen Academy. And I can't begin to describe everything that happened, but as part of it, we had some students dress up as teachers, like at Next Gen Academy. One of the, Fletcher, who just yelled enthusiasm, dressed up as Mr. Steele and walked around carrying a coffee cup all day. It was amazing. But that wasn't the only awesome thing about that, because on a total whim, those who dressed up as senior teachers started teaching the senior classes. The teachers had no idea that their evil twins were going to be showing up that day, but they all were fantastic sports about it, and they changed everyone's schedule to accommodate it. So what's my point in telling you about all this? One more time, I want to say this. Anything in life can be fun if you find the right game to play. Sometimes the creativity needed to come up with those games or apply them can be hard to come by, but I think it's something that we all can do. Learn from the imagination and uniqueness of the class of 2019, and let me restate this. Find a way to spice up the monotony of everyday life. Class of 2019, congratulations on making it to graduation. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and I believe these past 4 years have given you the skills you need to succeed in whatever you put your mind to. Don't stop the games, don't stop memeing, good luck, and have fun.
Alana Tobias is next. Her title is valedictorian. Please welcome Alana Tobias.
Thank you, Dr. A. Natural selection, the process by which favorable traits and characteristics of a population are selected for over time. 4 years ago, over 100 young, naive, and hopeful freshmen walked through the doors of NextGen. Today, almost 80 wiser, stronger, and more resilient seniors sit before you to celebrate the favorable traits and characteristics that enabled us to accomplish one of life's greatest feats, high school. These students comprising NextGen's biggest graduating class, the class of 2019, are some of the most unique and diverse people I have ever met. From the beginning, our fiery personalities established us as a force to be reckoned with. We are a group of people who made it our mission to be known by name across all grade levels. We set out to change the school, not just have attended it, and we purpose to leave its doors, having made it nearly impossible to ever be forgotten. Individually, we have all contributed something to this group that has turned us into a well-oiled machine, a creative powerhouse, a supercomputer of intelligent minds that have all worked together to be better than we could have ever been separately. We are passionate and hungry for knowledge that will drive us forward and develop our minds to think differently about ourselves and the world around us. Our class was great at dragging out the Reese's lectures with questions, many of them further informing us on the content, but some of them just enough related to where we could spin the conversation off topic and accidentally not have enough time to move on to the assignment they had planned. Oops. We are stubborn, always questioning the knowledge that is presented to us, challenging it with our own thoughts and beliefs to further craft our ideals and values. From debates that borderlined arguments in concentric democracy, to period 7 chemistry, or really any class with Austin Kieran for that matter, we always found a way to poke academic holes in each other, and it made us better students because of it. We are creative. The skill sets and talents that these people possess never cease to blow my mind. Our capability to think both logically and creatively has allowed us to produce many out-of-the-box final products that we can be so proud of, such as our films in computer graphics, handcrafted artifacts in American history, and even a functioning card game in world studies. Our coupled artistic and rational minds set us apart as well-rounded individuals that can analyze and problem-solve any situation that comes our way. We are driven and hardworking. Very few obstacles have been able to hold us back. We have mastered the ability to have a good time, but we also buckle down and get our work done when the time calls for it. We coupled NaNoWriMo with epic forts and managed to get a Nerf bullet stuck on the teacher's lounge window while somehow also writing 30,000-word novels. We inflated bouncy castles in the cyber hall for senior prank and successfully distracted the other school kids while we dutifully attended our classes, only slightly sad they appeared to be having more fun. As Jeffrey mentioned, we are goofy. With no other individuals have I laughed the hardest than with the people joining me here today. I have many memories of crying so hard from the ridiculous things that we said and found funny over the years. I remember always cracking up in art, and Miss Parker always letting us work in the cyber hall anytime we asked. Coincidence? There were many late-night FaceTime calls that started as a collaboration on homework and always ended in me laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. And there was even the annoying airdropping of memes during class that always had someone laughing under their breaths and greatly confused the teachers. We are uplifting. The unwavering support I have seen you all give to each other and to me is priceless. Every single one of us could share at least one unique thing about every other person in our class. We care for one another. We have purpose to get to know each other, and we want everyone to succeed. We are real humans. Our class has done well to defy the stereotype that NextGen is the little building behind Zalnordi or a school simply for nerds. While that might not be a far-off adjective for some of us, we are not incapable of connecting to others from a social and emotional standpoint. We have big hearts. Our capability to be cool as well as nerdy destroys any labels we might receive from those who don't truly know the complexity of who we are. Our class's party animals attend game nights, the computer nerds are caught breaking it down at homecoming, but truly, our distinct lack of divided cliques has made our class very accepting and encouraging of everyone, nerdy or not. Finally, we are a family. No better word could possibly describe the class of 2019 but that we are family. We love each other, sometimes hate each other, Oftentimes, simply just tolerate each other. But at the end of the day, we have always been there for one another, no matter what. From playing ninja every week in Garcia's advisory, to paper soccer on the tables behind Mr. Smo's back, from constantly laughing under our breaths at Profe Carlos's awkward attendance calls, to begging White and Steel for a 5-minute break to go outside as if we were 7 years old. We have gone through so much good and bad together, but have always found a way to make the most out of everything as a collaborative group. These traits and characteristics have led us here to graduation, although not without its challenges. Graduation was something that at one point or another, all of us likely questioned if it would ever come. Don't tell me you haven't thought at 2 a.m. in the morning, one more packet of annotations might be the death of me. Or my personal favorite, why in the world did I leave this to the very last minute? Regardless, we overcame. Although it seems like everything we have worked for our whole lives has culminated to this one moment, our lives are only just beginning. Today we close one tiny chapter from our book to look ahead and find that there is still a novel ahead of us that has yet to be written. As intimidating and exciting as this is, I encourage you to leap full force into the unknown. We have acquired many experiences and gained many tools thus far that will further enable us to discover who we are and what our place in this world is. We are on the cusp of making a difference, and we have to believe that. May we be the generation who believes that we have a purpose, believes we have potential. If the 80 of us reach 10 people, that is 800 people who have been positively impacted. If those 800 people reach 10 more people, then 8,000 people are manifesting good within this world. Those 8,000 people turn into 80,000, 800,000, 8 million people, and it all starts with you. The amount of power we truly have to make a difference is not as far away as it may seem. We have worked so hard and come so far. Don't let this be the end. As we head off onto the next pathway of our journey, may we fearlessly crave more knowledge, stubbornly question information that is fed to us, and creatively problem solve every situation we encounter, purposing to laugh and love the little things every single day. May we continue to uplift those around us, never shy away from the emotions that make us human, and may we always find a family of people to stand by through the thick and the thin. This is only just the beginning. I would like to say a big thank you to our teachers for investing in us as learners and as individuals, and for always treating us like young adults with infinite potential. You are an essential part in this journey for us, and your teachings and wisdom we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. Thank you, NextGen, for allowing us to be a part of a culture that encouraged us to be ourselves. Thank you for requiring the absolute best of us and giving it an environment that was conducive to achievement and learning. Finally, thank you to my peers for accepting me for who I am, for allowing me to make mistakes and grow into the person I am today. You have given me memories of a lifetime, and each and every one of you holds a special place in my heart. I am forever grateful. Congratulations, class of 2019. We have made it. Here's to how far we have come, and cheers to how far we're going to go. Thank you.
Thank you, valedictorians. I would like to ask board members, Dr. Piercy, Ms. Muller-Aragon, and Ms. Pearson to come forward, please. Superintendent Reedy, Ms. Dr. Piercy, Ms. Muller-Aragon, Ms. Patterson, I would like to present to you the class of 2019. They have met all the graduation requirements as set forth by the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, along with the New Mexico Public Education Department. To you, I present the Next Gen Academy class of 2019.
I was part of the original development of the Next Gen Academy, Next Plus Gen Academy, I always call it. And so really on behalf of the Albuquerque Public Board of Education, it's really all of our honor to accept this wonderful class of 2019 from Next Plus Gen Academy. So thank you. Congratulations.
All right, with that, I'd like to introduce Ms. Reese.
Jesus A. Aguilar. Corina J. Angel. Teresa G. Apodaca. Tegan Apostle. Savannah Baca. Rebecca L. Barkley. Justin C. Bachek. Leighton M. Blackman. Kylie Bowling. Cole Burke. Tucker A. Burnett. Jonae U. Cariaga. Aaliyah M. Castillo. Patrick N. Chavez. Sophia G. Chavez. Camira Cruz.
Trinity DeVargas. Quentin P. Dye. Nicholas Edwards. Edgar Enriquez. Dieta N. Farmer. Giovanna N. Gonzalez. Wesley M. Gordon. Nicole Granoni. Rhea K. Gray. Malia R. Hansana. Rudolfo A. Herrera. Arik S. Hewitt. Aaron H. Hillmeyer. Robert Holloman. Raymond A. Hyde III. Gavin B. Jarvis.
Nathan R. Kaplan. Kaylee Z. Kentop. Nathan King. Owen King. Austin S. Kieran. Daphne Law. Alicia M. Lee. Ariana Lopez. Elizabeth Lopez. Miguel Magallanes. Jeffrey H. McCono. Nicholas V. Miller. Ethan B. Osh. Destiny Olivares. Munya M. Omer. Michael P. Pavelko.
Josiah C. Payne. Kristen A. Payne. Martine R. Quintana. Nathan Reyes. Eben L. Roche. Justin D. Robler Barraza. Ross V. Romero. Desmond T. Rowley. Carlos F. Salazar. Chase R. Sanchez. Elias Sanchez. Marissa R. Sanchez. James F. Schneider. Quinn A. Smith. Leanne E. Sprouse. Aidan M. Stewart. Alana Tobias. Dominique A. Fies. Sebastian J. Vaughn. Stephanie D. Vea. Carla Venegas. Zachary F. Vihel. Lux C. Fossen. Kristen M. Vukovic. Fletcher Wallace Hente. Kayla Westerfield. Jesse Worth. Chloe C. Woolney. Elijah Waltz. Alexander F. Wild.
Class of 2019, as you stand at the finish line, know that you have not run the race alone. Your teachers have been there for you every step of the way to guide and encourage you. Would the teachers please stand for a round of applause? Graduates, share this moment of success with your parents. They have been there to support you through both challenges and victories. No job is more challenging or more important. Would our parents rise for a round of applause? Class of 2019, please stand. Move your tassels from right to left. I am confident to send you off today to be the creators of a new tomorrow. Know that my best wishes go with you. Everyone, please rise as our graduates now process out. We can all join them in the northwest corner of the parking lot after their last class picture.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy. Because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. just killed a man.